Hey athletes, today we're talking about the difference between pain and being uncomfortable. So, let's say you're new to the gym or whatever. Maybe this is your 10th year of being at the gym. It doesn't really matter. A lot of people confuse being uncomfortable with pain. So let's figure out pain. We always want to have pain-free movement. So if you have joint pain, okay, your knees are just on fire when you squat. Your lower back is just burning like crazy where it's so distracting you can't even stand it. First thing you need to do is figure out, is it structural problems like your knees are just torn or your back is literally curved the wrong way or whatever? Do you have an actual deviation in your body? Okay, if you do, you need to get that checked. You need a person who's way smarter than me, way more qualified than me to help you establish what you should and shouldn't be doing, okay? Now, if you have just what I would say is general joint pain, you have no actual structural deviation in your body, you know, your hip isn't distorted or your leg isn't longer than the other one or whatever. You have just general joint pain. So we need to figure out a few things. Is it a tight muscle? Is it a weak muscle? Because a lot of the times joint pain can come from your muscles just being unbalanced, okay? Let's say in your leg, maybe your knee is hurting because your quadricep is too big in comparison to your hamstring, or too strong, or too tight, or whatever. You need to figure out, maybe through foam rolling and stretching and just kind of figuring yourself out, what can I do to eliminate this joint pain? Also, if you have actual pain, maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe you're squatting incorrectly. Maybe you need to change your angles or something. Maybe your core isn't turning on something. You need to figure that out. But let's say you have no pain, okay? No actual, oh my gosh, my joints hurt, my elbow, my shoulder, whatever. Being uncomfortable, struggling, straining, legs are burning, it's hard to breathe, your core hurts, you are purposefully challenging yourself. That's what we're looking for. We've talked about challenge a lot, but this is for those of you that are always trying to be comfortable. So, let me use an example for those athletes that do plank, that do push-ups, that do anything like that. If I put you in a plank mode, you're going to start with your hand slightly behind your shoulder, right? Your shoulders are going to be slightly in front. But as you get fatigued, you naturally are going to walk it out, okay? You're naturally going to go away from your normal plank. It's going to make it a lot easier for you. So there are those that will get into a position that's more comfortable and be there thinking they're actually challenging their body, they're changing their body. And that's just not necessarily the case, okay? That's why if you're ever in one of my classes or one of my athletes, you'll know that as soon as you start to walk away, what's your cue? That's right, get your shoulder right over your hand again, okay? Why? We want you to be uncomfortable, okay? I need you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Come into the class and understand that I need to put your bodies in awkward, weird feeling positions so that you can actually change your body. Let's use an RDL as an example as well, or a bent over row. The position we want you in is very bent over, right? It's nice and flat. The weight's probably going to be below your knees, okay? That is not a very comfortable position to be in. Your hamstrings are stretched like crazy. Your butt's on fire. Your lower back is slightly stretched. And I'm asking you to do some rows or whatever the heck I'm asking you to do. Maybe it's just stand up. Excuse me. So, you're naturally going to want to start to come up more and more and more. But as soon as you go from an exercise being uncomfortable to comfortable, we're losing a lot of the potential for your body to change, okay? Again, if it feels easy, it is easy, okay? If it feels comfortable, your body has no reason to really change, right? Your body doesn't change due to being comfortable. And now let's talk about nutrition. Doing the same thing that you've done forever is going to elicit the same response, if not a worse one, okay? If you've been eating the exact same thing all the time, you can expect your body to be the exact same. Why? Because you're comfortable, okay? Limiting your calories a little bit to lose some weight, that's uncomfortable. Eating extra calories to purposefully put on weight, that's uncomfortable. restricting yourself from having candy whenever you want, or Oreos, or junk food, or anything like that, restricting it to once a week or once a month or whatever, that's very uncomfortable. Is there going to be change? You better believe it, okay? Again, so we need you guys, you athletes, to figure out, am I just comfortable? Okay? Because again, if you want your body to change in some way, shape, or form, get stronger, lose some body fat, gain muscle, whatever, perform better, what you're doing right now is you being comfortable. We need to figure out, what is the next step? How do I refine my process so that I'm slightly uncomfortable, but then I know I'm changing. Now remember, there's a difference between being uncomfortable and in pain. Don't put your body into a position where you're going to start to hurt, where your joints actually hurt, where you're potentially going to injure yourself. Because remember, an injured athlete is not an athlete going for their results.